Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to my weekly real estate vlog. This week I wanted to talk to you about the two methods of sale you can choose when you're selling your property. So the two methods are auction and private treaty. Let's look at 3 points to consider when you're choosing which method. Point number 1, location. If your property is situated in a suburb where there's very high demand and there's a lot of buyers around, that's a great property to auction. On the flip side, if your property is in a very low price range where there's a lot of stock on the market and the market's perhaps a little bit depressed, that's probably not the best property to take to auction. So that's point number 1 to consider. Point number 2, the style of your home or the land size. So if you have a really well presented family home, it's got beautiful gardens or it's got great accommodation for like a family or something, then that's going to appeal to a broad range of buyers. That would be a great property to auction. On the flip side, if you've got a really big block of land that developers or investors would love, that's another great property to auction. However, if you have a home that is not that well presented or it needs a lot of work and it doesn't have as much going for it, so to speak, that could be a property that you would not want to take to auction and just put an asking price on the property. Point number 3, demographics. So if you're in particular demographics where the buyers may be a large majority of, say, first home buyers, that could essentially not be the best property to take to auction in those demographics, purely because first home buyers may not necessarily want to purchase at auction because they're all going to be subject to finance. On the flip side, if you've got a property in demographics where they're trading up properties, like moving from say 500,000 to 750,000, there's going to be a broader range of buyers that have more cash to spend and more resources. Therefore, you're in a different marketplace, and a marketplace that could perhaps have more competition because there's more buyers that have more flexibility. So that is definitely something to consider when you're choosing your method of sale. If there's anything real estate I can help you with, just give me a shout and I'll catch up with you next week. Thanks for tuning in.